Have you ever wondered what happened to the cast of George and Mildred after the show wrapped up in 1979? This classic British sitcom, which followed the humorous and often chaotic lives of George and Mildred Roper, became a fan favorite during its run. But what about the talented actors behind these iconic characters? What did they do once the cameras stopped rolling? In this video, we take a look at the careers and personal lives of the stars of George and Mildred after the show ended, exploring how they evolved as actors and what they've been up to in the years since. Don't miss this fascinating look behind the scenes. Youa Joyce, born on August 20, 1927, was a British actress best known for her role as Mildred Roper in the 1976 sitcom George and Mildred. She was 49 years old when she played the role of the socially ambitious and often frustrated wife of George Roper. Her performance became iconic, earning her widespread recognition in the UK. Before George and Mildred, Joyce had built a successful career in television and theatre, but it was this role that truly established her as a household name. Joyce had a somewhat turbulent personal life, with 2 marriages. Her first marriage was to actor Peter Dorey, which ended in divorce. She later married actor Bernard Kay, but this relationship also ended in separation. Despite these challenges in her personal life, Joyce found fulfillment in her professional career. She was known for her dedication and versatility as an actress, with many viewing her as a respected figure in the entertainment industry. At the time of filming George and Mildred, Joyce was at the peak of her career. Her portrayal of Mildred, a character with a mix of comedic and emotional depth, left a lasting impact on British television. The show, a spin-off from Man About the House, was highly successful and became a key part of Joyce's legacy. Tragically, Joyce's life was cut short when she passed away on August 24, 1980, at the age of 53 from hepatitis. Her death was a great loss to the entertainment world, as she still had much to offer. Though her personal life was marked by challenges, her career was a testament to her talent and perseverance. Joyce's legacy lives on through her work, particularly in George and Mildred, where her portrayal of Mildred remains a beloved and iconic performance in British television history. Norman Eshley, born on May 30, 1945, is a British actor best known for his role as Jeffrey Fourmile in the 1976 sitcom George and Mildred. He was 31 years old during filming. Eshley's portrayal of the charming yet sometimes naive Jeffrey earned him recognition and made him a notable figure in British television comedy. Eshley began his acting career in the theatre before moving to television, where he appeared in smaller roles before landing his breakout role in George and Mildred. His career continued with appearances in other series such as The Benny Hill Show and Lovejoy, but he faced the challenge of being typecast in comedic roles. Despite this, Eshley remained respected within the industry for his consistent performances. In his personal life, Eshley has kept much of his family and relationships private. He married in the late 1970s, though details about his spouse remain undisclosed. He has reportedly led a relatively quiet life, focusing on his family and career without seeking the media spotlight. Eshley's career had both highs and lows, and after George and Mildred, his roles became less frequent. However, he continued to perform occasionally in smaller projects and theater productions. Though less visible in recent years, he remains fondly remembered for his work on George and Mildred. Now, 79 years old, Norman Eshley has largely retired from acting and enjoys a quieter life. Despite the lesser visibility, his contributions to British television, especially through his role as Jeffrey, have left a lasting legacy. His career, though not extensive in recent decades, continues to be celebrated by fans of the series. Brian Murphy, born on September 25, 1932, is a well-known British actor, best recognized for his role as George Roper in the 1976 sitcom George and Mildred. At the time of filming, Murphy was 44 years old. His portrayal of the bumbling yet lovable George won the hearts of audiences, making the character an iconic part of British television. Murphy's personal life has been a stable and private one. He married actress Sarah Lacey, and the couple has enjoyed a long and happy relationship. They have children, though Murphy has kept details of his family life relatively private. His personal relationships have been a solid support system throughout his career, which has been marked by both successes and challenges. Before George and Mildred, Murphy had appeared in various roles, but it was his performance as George that propelled him into the limelight. His comic timing and ability to portray George's relationship with his wife Mildred made the show a hit. The success of the show led to more opportunities in television and film, establishing Murphy as a versatile actor. Throughout his career, Murphy faced both highs and lows. While George and Mildred remains his most famous role, he continued to work in television and theater, showcasing his range. Despite occasional career challenges, Murphy's reputation as a talented actor endured, and he remained a respected figure in the industry. Now, at 92 years old, Brian Murphy's legacy is firmly secured in British television. Though he has retired from the public eye, his role as George Roper continues to be fondly remembered by fans. His contributions to British comedy remain significant, and his work in George and Mildred is still appreciated by both longtime viewers and new fans discovering the show today. Sheila Fern, born on October 3, 1940, in England, is best known for her role as Anne Fourmile in the 1976 British sitcom George and Mildred. At the time of filming, Sheila was 36 years old. She had been building a career in television and film for over a decade, gaining recognition for her versatility in both comedic and dramatic roles. Her performance as Anne, a witty and sharp character, remains one of her most memorable roles in British television. Sheila started her acting career in the 1960s, making appearances in various television dramas and films. Her talent and consistency in her work helped her become a respected actress, although she didn't become an overnight star. George and Mildred, a spin-off from Man About the House, was a major hit and gave Sheila a chance to showcase her acting skills to a wide audience. Her role on the show was praised for its humor and depth, and she became well-loved by viewers. In addition to George and Mildred, Sheila appeared in several other notable television series, such as The Avengers and Doctor Who, during the 1970s and 1980s. However, her role as Anne Fourmile remains her most iconic. While Sheila's career had its peaks, she also faced some struggles, and like many actors, had periods of less visibility in the public eye. Regarding her personal life, Sheila has kept much of it private. She married early, though little is known about her spouse or family. It is clear that she values her privacy, and details about her children and family life are rarely shared in interviews. Now 84 years old, Sheila Fern is no longer in the spotlight, but she is still fondly remembered by fans of George and Mildred and British television. Her career, though marked by ups and downs, has left a lasting legacy, with her portrayal of Anne Fourmile still appreciated by audiences today. Avil Elgar, born on April 1, 1932, in England, was a talented British actress best known for her role as Ethel in the 1976 sitcom George and Mildred. At the time of filming, she was 44 years old. Elgar's portrayal of Ethel, a witty and feisty character, was widely appreciated and became one of her most iconic roles. Throughout her career, Elgar appeared in several TV shows and films, mainly during the 1960s and 1970s. While George and Mildred was her most significant contribution, she also had other notable roles. However, like many actors, her career had its ups and downs, and she sometimes struggled to find roles that matched her early successes. Nonetheless, she remained a respected actress within the industry. In her personal life, Elgar married actor and director William L. Bill Maynard. They had a family together, though details about their children are not widely known. Despite the demands of her acting career, Elgar maintained a strong family life, and she was known to be a devoted wife and mother. Elgar's role in George and Mildred remains her most famous, and the show continues to be a beloved classic in British television. Her character, Ethel, was an essential part of the ensemble cast, and her comedic timing made her stand out. After the 1980s, Elgar took fewer roles and focused on her personal life. Elgar passed away on September 17, 2021, at the age of 89. The cause of her death was not publicly disclosed. Although she is no longer with us, her legacy in British television, especially through her role in George and Mildred, continues to be remembered by fans. Nicholas Bond Owen, born on November 13, 1968, is a British actor best known for playing Tristram Fourmile in the 1976 sitcom George and Mildred. At the time of filming, he was only 8 years old, making his early appearance memorable to audiences. While George and Mildred became a hit, Bond Owen's career didn't continue at the same pace as other child stars, and he gradually faded from public view. The show centered around the domestic life of George and Mildred Roper, with Bond Owen's character, Tristram, part of the neighboring Fourmile family. Although Tristram was not a lead role, the character contributed to the humor and dynamic of the series. Following George and Mildred, Bond Owen appeared in a few other TV roles, but his career didn't see the same level of success, and he chose to step away from the spotlight as he grew older. Information about his personal life is scarce, and he has maintained a low profile over the years. Details about his relationships, marriage, or family remain private, and there is no public information on whether he has children. Bond Owen has not spoken extensively about his background or personal affairs, preferring to keep his life out of the public eye. Though he didn't have a long-running career in acting, Bond Owen's role in George and Mildred remains a nostalgic memory for fans of the show. His contribution to the series helped create a beloved dynamic that continues to be remembered. Now, 56 years old, Nicholas Bond Owen remains largely out of the limelight, with little public information about his current endeavors. His time on George and Mildred may have been brief, but it left a lasting impression on those who enjoyed the series. Reginald Marsh, born on September 17, 1926, was a British actor best known for his role as Humphrey in the 1976 sitcom George and Mildred. At 50 years old, he portrayed the well-meaning, often clueless neighbor to the Ropers. His performance as Humphrey, though not the central character, became a memorable part of the show, which was a spin-off from Man About the House and enjoyed significant popularity in the UK. Before his role in George and Mildred, Marsh had already established himself as a respected actor in both television and theatre. He appeared in a variety of television dramas and comedies, showcasing his versatility. His career spanned several decades, and he was also known for his work in the theatre, where he had earned considerable recognition. Marsh's personal life was relatively private. He was married to actress and writer Diana West, and together they had children. However, details of his family life were kept away from the public eye, and not much is known about his children. His marriage seemed stable, and he was said to have had a fulfilling family life, though he rarely spoke about it publicly. His career had its ups and downs, but his role in George and Mildred marked a high point. The show's success solidified his place in British television history. After the show, Marsh continued to act in various projects, though his later years saw him step away from the public spotlight. Reginald Marsh passed away on February 9, 2001, at the age of 74. The cause of his death was not publicly specified. Despite not achieving the same level of fame as some of his peers, Marsh's legacy lives on, especially through his beloved role as Humphrey. His contributions to British television and theatre are fondly remembered, and his portrayal of Humphrey remains an iconic part of George and Mildred. Norman Mitchell, born on August 27, 1918, was a British actor known for his role as Mr. Clayton in the 1976 sitcom George and Mildred. He was 58 years old during filming and brought a unique blend of sternness and humor to his character, making him a memorable part of the show. His performance contributed to the success of the series and highlighted his skill in both drama and comedy. Mitchell's acting career spanned several decades, starting in the late 1930s. He appeared in theatre, film, and television, often playing authority figures or serious roles with a humorous touch. Before George and Mildred, Mitchell had a long and respected career in British entertainment, known for his versatility and dedication to his craft. Regarding his personal life, Mitchell married in the late 1940s, but details about his wife and children remain private. He led a relatively quiet life, focusing on his family and career away from the media. He was reported to have been content with his personal life, which provided stability throughout his long career. His career had both highs and lows. While George and Mildred marked a peak in his television work, Mitchell continued to take on roles in various projects after the show. However, after George and Mildred, he appeared less frequently in high-profile productions. Despite this, his professionalism and long-standing career earned him respect in the industry. Norman Mitchell passed away on March 19, 2001, at the age of 82. The cause of his death was not publicly disclosed, and he had retired from acting in his later years, living a quieter life. His legacy, especially his role as Mr. Clayton, remains a significant part of British television history. Though his later years were spent away from the spotlight, his work, particularly in George and Mildred, continues to be remembered and appreciated by fans. Roy Kinnear, born on January 8, 1934, was a talented British actor best remembered for his role as Jerry in the 1976 sitcom George and Mildred. At the time of filming, Kinnear was 42 years old. His performance as Jerry, a lovable but often naive character, brought warmth and humor to the show, making him a beloved figure in British television history. Kinnear's personal life was marked by his marriage to actress and former dancer Carmel Cryan. They were together for many years and had a happy and supportive relationship. The couple had 3 children, 2 daughters named Kirsty, and the late actress Fiona Kinnear, and a son who has remained out of the public eye. Kinnear's career was varied and successful, spanning both television and film. While George and Mildred was one of his most well-known roles, his acting career included numerous other television series, films, and stage performances. He was particularly known for his comedic talents, with his ability to bring a sense of humanity and depth to his characters, even in comedic roles. He also gained recognition for his roles in films like The Three Musketeers, 1973, and The Four Musketeers, 1974, where his performances were both humorous and endearing. Although Kinnear enjoyed success in his career, he also faced periods of struggle, particularly in his personal life. Despite the challenges, he continued to work in both television and film, earning the respect and admiration of his colleagues. His versatility as an actor made him a sought-after talent, and his presence on screen was always well received by audiences. Tragically, Roy Kinnear's life was cut short when he died on September 20th, 1988, at the age of 54, due to a heart attack while filming The Return of the Musketeers in Spain. Robert Raglin, born on April 7, 1909, was a British actor best known for his role as Brown in the 1978 sitcom George and Mildred. At the time of filming, Raglin was 69 years old, bringing years of experience in the entertainment industry to his performance. His portrayal of Brown, a gruff and occasionally comical character, added a layer of humor to the show, which was beloved by British audiences. Raglin had a long career in film and television, with notable appearances spanning several decades. His acting career began in the 1930s, and he worked in various genres, including drama, comedy, and television series. Over the years, he built a solid reputation for his versatile acting skills, often playing roles that required a combination of humor and gravitas. Although he was not a household name like some of his contemporaries, Raglin's contributions to British television and film were highly respected. Regarding his personal life, Robert Raglin kept much of it private, and details about his relationships, family, and children are not widely known. He was married, though the identity of his spouse and any information about his family life is not well documented. It appears that Raglin preferred to keep his personal affairs out of the public eye, focusing instead on his career and his craft. Throughout his career, Raglin experienced both the highs and lows of the acting industry. While he had periods of significant work and recognition, his later years saw fewer prominent roles. Nevertheless, his performances remained strong, and he continued to take on character roles that showcased his range as an actor. His time on George and Mildred in the late 1970s marked one of his final significant roles, though he had been working consistently up until his death. Robert Raglin passed away on July 18, 1985, at the age of 76. Gretchen Franklin, born on July 7, 1911, was a British actress best known for her role as the mother in the 1976 sitcom George and Mildred. At the time of filming, she was 65 years old and had already built a successful career in theater, television, and film. Although she was not a household name early in her career, she became a respected figure in British entertainment through her versatile roles in various television shows and films. Before appearing in George and Mildred, Franklin had a long career, making her first television and film appearances in the 1940s. She often played supporting roles, but was recognized for her talent and dependable performances. Her role as the mother in George and Mildred was one of her most beloved, where she portrayed a warm and humorous character that resonated with audiences. In addition to George and Mildred, Franklin appeared in other popular British TV series such as EastEnders, where she played Mrs. Lacey. Her ability to transition between roles made her a versatile actress, but it was her portrayal of the mother in George and Mildred that became her most iconic work. Gretchen Franklin's personal life was largely private. She was married to Reginald Franklin, and while details about their family life are scarce, it is known that she had children and valued her privacy. Her modesty extended to her personal life, keeping it separate from her public persona. Franklin passed away on July 11, 2005, at the age of 94. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed, but she left behind a legacy of beloved performances. Though she was not in the limelight during her later years, her role in George and Mildred and other contributions to British television cemented her place in the hearts of fans. Her career is remembered for its longevity and the warmth and depth she brought to every role. John Lyons was born on September 14, 1943, in England. He is a British actor, most notably known for his role as the barman in the 1976 British sitcom George and Mildred. At the time of filming, Lyons was 33 years old. His character, though not central to the plot, played an important role in the series, contributing to its comedic atmosphere. Lyons' portrayal of the barman remains one of his most memorable TV roles. Lyons' career spanned several decades, during which he appeared in a range of television shows and films, often playing supporting roles. While he did not achieve the same level of fame as some of his co-stars, he was respected in the industry for his versatility and reliable performances. Over the years, he worked on various British TV dramas and comedy series, gaining recognition for his ability to fit into a wide variety of roles. Though not a household name, Lyons was a familiar face on British television. In his personal life, John Lyons has kept a relatively private profile. There are no widely available details about his romantic relationships or whether he is married. Likewise, his family life remains out of the public eye, and he has not been known to share much about his children or family dynamics. However, it is known that Lyons has maintained a low-key life outside of the public sphere in his later years. Lyons' acting career had its share of highs and lows. Although he gained recognition for his roles in sitcoms like George and Mildred, he was never fully thrust into the limelight. This allowed him to maintain a steady career without the intense pressure that comes with fame. His work in television was steady, and he became known for his skill in supporting roles, often adding charm and depth to the shows he was a part of. At 81 years old, John Lyons is still alive. He has largely stepped back from acting in recent years, preferring to live out of the public eye. Who is your favorite character in George and Mildred? And what do you think when some of the actors pass away? Please leave your comments below this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell to wait for my next videos. Thank you!